Hey there, YouTubers. This is Mr. Lincoln Mario here. Welcome to episode 3 of the Ultimate PlayStation Collection series, guys. Where we're trying to collect a PlayStation collection for only $20, guys, by buying and flipping our way to a Ultimate Collection, guys. And before we get into today's video, guys, I want to give out the shoutouts of today's video, guys. So after all said and done, we have $11.24 to spend in today's episode, and we sold Star Wars: The Force Awakens for $3.24 after fees. We had Indiana Jones and Kung Fu Panda for $2.22 after fees. And last but not least, we sold Lego Marvel's The Avengers for $4.03 after fees. But we still had $1.75 in leftover funds from episode 2, so that's how we got the $11.24 to spend in this episode, guys. So yeah, man. So if you guys are enjoying the series, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe for more videos like this, guys. We're gonna be continuing on with this series, guys. But yeah, all the finds in this episode is pretty insane. Just giving you guys a heads up, this was filmed after the episode, and we did find some crazy cool items at the thrift store, guys. So you guys don't want to miss it, guys. We're going to be heading out to our local Savers in downtown, and we'll see what we can find over there, guys. But trust me, you're gonna want to watch all the way to the end, guys. Anyways, we'll see you guys when we get to Savers. Peace. Okay, guys, so here at the other Savers locations in downtown Honolulu in Kalihi, and they actually had some good games in the front, which I'll go look at later, but we're gonna show what we can find. So guys, right now we're going through the video games that we found over here to see what would be profitable to be flipping on whatnot. And we're also going to be looking for anything else that we could flip for a profit to get some money to use towards a giveaway for you guys for the series. So yeah, guys, so after scanning all the games, guys, these are the games that we're actually coming away with for for the challenge, guys. Now, all of it's going towards the challenge. Some of it will be put towards giveaway funds for you guys. When we sell them, we're gonna use whatever profits we get from those to turn to giveaway funds. But yeah, guys, we found some decent games over there. As you can clearly see, we found some really, really good games, guys, and with a good solid amount of money, guys. So guys, we are headed on our way to the small electronics section, guys, but on the way there, we do stop by the CD section, just to make sure there's no PS1 games sitting in there, because every once in a while in thrift stores, they might hide like a PS1 game within the, CD section, just because they look like CDs. So we're checking a quick little second over there in the CD section, and we don't find anything really that stands out to us as a PS1 game, so we're all good in that. We're also checking the book section over here, just to make sure there's no manuals, or what I like to flip is manga books as well too. So we're looking for manga books or any type of guidebooks, but so far we're not seeing any, so we're pretty much just skimming through the aisle, not really finding anything. So we're going to be heading off to the electronics department and seeing what we can find in the small electronics section. And guys, we stop real quick and we see some vintage comic book, guys. So let me know if you guys know anything about comic books and about the value of comic books, because I know some comic books can be worth a lot of money. I just don't know enough about comics to do it, so we left them behind, but that could have been a good easy profit right there. And we're continuing to scan for any type of like manga books and anything that looks pretty interesting for us that we could resell. And I don't deal a lot in books, but when it comes to manga books and basically guidebooks for video game stuff, I can easily flip those for money. But so far we're not seeing anything, so let's stop looking at the books and we'll head over to the electronics department. So guys, we finally made it to the electronics department, guys. We are scanning through there, and we don't really see anything to note. This section is great to find some DVD players, because DVD players and VHS players and combo sets do hold a little bit of value. We do find this wheel by chance store, and it is a wheel for a racing game. Unfortunately, it's missing the pedals and stuff to make it complete. And it's a little bit bulky for me to carry in the bus, so that's not something that I would really pick up. But if I did drive, I'll probably have picked it up. It probably is worth anywhere between maybe $10 to $30, somewhere around that price range. So we just keep on looking around, and we're not seeing anything to note. I always have to really double check this section, because sometimes you might find some loose consoles that might be worth some money, because even if the consoles are buying themselves, I look to see what they go for in parts condition, provided they don't work, because I'm assuming that they probably won't work when they're at the thrift store. And then if it doesn't work, I make sure that I could still sell it in parts condition and still make some money. If I can't, I leave them on the shelf for the next reseller to pick up and see what they can do with it. Okay guys, so the next section I always like to check out is the racks by the electronics department. They usually tend to have some good stuff like controllers and wires over there for consoles, so I always like to check them out to see what kind of stuff I can find. In this first rack, we're not seeing anything to note, so we're just leaving everything behind, but I always like to check those pretty thoroughly. We do look at this little fan over there, but nothing really to note. But yeah, you always want to check those racks, guys, because you guys can find some decent controllers or some wires that you could use for consoles, which is great for when you buy consoles only, that maybe the person doesn't have the cords for it, they don't know if it's tested. You can buy the cords, it's super cheap, see if they work, and you can use them as tester cords. If you do buy consoles without the cords, or if you find them at thrift stores without the cords, you have the cords all ready to go, so all you gotta do is just package them up and ready to go if they test out and work. So we're trying to look over there, we look at this extension cord that I was meaning to pick up, but I ended up putting it back and I forget to pick up an extension cord on the way out. I was looking for one with a few more ports, so that wasn't really one that I really wanted to pick up. But we go to the next rack here and we find some good stuff over here. There is a Skylanders portal on the bottom, I believe, which I didn't notice it when actually filming this clip. But I noticed it now, and it's not really something that I would really have picked up, just because I think it's gonna sit for a little while. But it does hold some good value, so go try to check out your Skylanders portal. Some of them do go for some money. But what we do find is a Mad Catz Xbox controller for the OG Xbox. Does have a little bit of rubber missing on the top thumbstick on the controller, so we end up putting it back for obvious reasons, as you guys can clearly see in the clip. So we end up putting it back, but if it wasn't for that, I probably would have picked it up, because Mad Catz controllers can go for some money, because Mad Catz is actually a pretty popular third-party controller brand. If you guys see Mad Catz controllers, guys, don't hesitate to pick it up. We do see this kind of generic-looking PS1 controller, which we leave behind because I don't know if it's going to sell, so I leave it behind. But we're looking around trying to see anything else that we could find of note in the cord section. We don't see anything in the cord section. We do see a PS2 controller right there, but before that I ended up finding an Xbox controller for the original Xbox. It's a S-style controller, which actually does hold a little bit of value. It goes to about $17 in used condition, so that's not too bad. $17 value on a controller when you pay $3.99. I'm not going to argue with that. We also do find, we do end up pulling out that PS2 controller. It does have a little sticky thumbsticks, and it felt like the rubber was a little bit burning on the thumbstick, because like some of it felt like it was kind of melted or something. But it still is in decent shape. We do pick it up for $3.99. I know a lot of resellers will probably leave that behind just because of the condition, but I ended up taking it just because I think someone would still buy it. I mean, like, I just gotta note that in the description section of where I sell it at, and I think it should be totally fine to sell. So, yeah. That's the Xbox controller, by the way. It does have a little gnarly bite in the thumbstick, as you guys will see in a second. But other than that, man, it's still in decent shape. Still worth some money, so I ended up picking it up. As you guys can see, there's the bite. Pretty gnarly, but it will do the job. It will do the job. So the next section you're going to see us head out to. Well, we do one last look over here, and I end up admiring this pencil sharpener because I own one just like that at home, and I kind of like pencil sharpeners a little bit. But anyways, the next section you guys are going to see us go to is a section with Nintendo Wii Fit boards. So we end up looking over there next, but we're looking, before we go there, we always like to look behind there to see what we can find. But next we're going to the Wii Fit boards and seeing what the prices are on Wii Fit boards, just because I always like to double check, because sometimes they do have them for some pretty good deals. So we'll see you guys over there. Okay guys, so we head to the Wii Fit board section next. We're looking at the Wii Fit boards, guys. They have a decent stack of Wii Fit boards. I don't tend to buy Wii Fit boards that much anymore, just because the prices have gone down. They don't really sell as quick for me either, so I end up trying to not buy as much. But I do end up buying some, and it's not that bad of a deal, guys. At $2.99, it's still a pretty decent price. So we ended up picking up one because $2.99 sounded like a really good deal. We don't pick up the first Wii Fit board just because there's no price tag on it, and I'm afraid that they will price it up when we go to checkout, so I don't end up picking it up. So we end up picking up the second one over there, which is actually $2.99, priced at that. So I ended up picking it up. It looks in pretty decent shape. 9 times out of 10, all these Wii Fit boards really need to get cleaned and working. Is just kind of a little clean in the port where the batteries go. I haven't really had too much problems with Wii Fit boards not working from the thrift stores. All you need is just rubbing alcohol and some Q-tips, and you can clean these things up and make them work. So if they don't work originally, just grab a Q-tip and some rubbing alcohol, and you should be fine. Just go down inside of the port where the batteries go, and you guys can get these things to work. So in the next clip, you're gonna in this part, you're gonna see me end up looking through the Wii Fit boards again to double check to make sure it is actually $2.99. I wasn't seeing things because $2.99 just sounded too cheap of a deal, especially at this thrift store, because Savers is known to kind of price their items up. So Savers is kind of a little bit more the expensive thrift store. So I like it because they have a good stock of inventory, but at the same time, the prices are a little bit much. So next clip, you're going to see me talk about this item that I didn't pick up because it's way too expensive. Okay guys, so I showed you guys this one item in the case which is extremely overpriced in my books. We find this Nintendo Wii console over here, priced at $150, supposedly complete in box. We don't know if it's complete in box because we can't open it up unless we ask the people to take it out of the case, but at $150, even if it was complete in box, that's just way too expensive. And about $60 for an Xbox controller, Xbox One controller, that is crazy. I would not pay that much, especially at a thrift store. So we end up leaving it behind. But I just thought I'll show you guys for shits and giggles some crazy prices and show you guys that yeah, Savers is a pretty overpriced thrift store, but they do have the inventory, so go check them out, guys. Check out Savers if you guys are into video games. They have a good video game inventory, so if you guys are looking just to collect for yourself, Savers is a good place to buy, so go check them out. So guys, let me show you guys some of the higher dollar, more expensive games that they had in the case that I didn't film over there because our worker was right there, and there was another guy there too. I didn't want the other guy feeling uncomfortable. So let me show you guys what the high dollar stuff is that we picked up today from Savers. So I picked up this game here. This is Donkey Kong Country Returns Tropical Freeze. This was at like $39.99 and doesn't even have the right game. It has Mario Odyssey, but I'm thinking I got this on discount because I'm a member at Savers, so you get discounts majority of the time when you go to Savers. If you spend a lot of money, they usually will give you some type of discount. So I got a discount for this purchase today, so it really helped me out to make this purchase kind of worth it. So I picked this game up along with this one, which I checked, and it is in there. Pokemon Y, which I never see Pokemon games at the thrift store, so to find a Pokemon game, I had to pick that up. And there were a few other games in the case I wanted to show you guys. We got Namco Museum DS. It's kind of weird. This game doesn't really go for a whole lot, so I don't know why this should be in the case, but yeah, they had them in the front case. This does look to be complete, I think. Yeah, this is complete, so for $9.99, not too bad. I'm not gonna argue with that. It was on discount, by the way. As I mentioned, we did have a little bit of a discount for all the games that I picked up. And these are the last three items that we picked up in the higher dollar case there. We got a Game Gear game, which I never see Game Gear games at Savers, guys. Never see Game Gear games at Savers, but to find a Game Gear game, that is pretty insane. Guys, I never see Game Gear anywhere here in Hawaii, like, except for maybe at like the this one guy that we're gonna go to in a later episode for the series, guys. We also picked up Tarzan, Disney's Tarzan, and Namco Museum for the N64. So if you guys want to see which games are gonna go for which part of this, which games are gonna go for a series and which games we're gonna actually use for ourselves to flip and try to use the profits or the money to end up buying some games for the giveaway, stay tuned. We'll show you guys. But yeah, this stuff is pretty insane, guys. Like, some of this stuff I know I can't use for a challenge, but I'm gonna probably throw some of these on the Whatnots and see how they do. Like, this Game Gear game for sure is probably going on Whatnot. I don't know that many people that own a Game Gear or have seen Game Gear, and I think the Game Gear is actually, I never actually owned one before. Well, I did for a short while, and the one that I bought was not working, so I ended up selling it for parts to a guy locally who was going to fix it, and what worked out in the end. I got most of my money back, or at least some of it. So yeah. Okay, so anyway, guys, so we're back home now, and we're gonna go over the value of everything that we picked up today. We're gonna go based off of price trying value for all you guys. We're gonna tell you guys how much all this stuff has in price trying value. We're gonna tell you how much you paid for it and how much profit we are expected to make after all is said and done. So and we will go more into depth about what stuff is going to be for the series and what stuff is not going to be for the series. But yeah, let's get into it and let's show you guys what we got. Okay, guys. So first thing to note is we got this gigantic Wii Fit board. As you guys see, we have a price tag of $2.99. Which let me go grab the receipt and I can show you guys. Everything that we paid that was $2.99, we actually paid $2.24 after member discount. So $2.24 for each one. So if we saw that with the Wii Fit game, that goes for about $11.02. We paid about $2.24 for this. So let me grab out the calculator and we can show you guys specifically what we're working for numbers. So this is what the value is. It's 1102 at condition value on those. So after fees, alright, we're gonna probably sell it locally. So let's just say we paid 99, about maybe $2 for the game, and then we probably paid about $2.24 for the probably like $2.99 for the game. We got like $2.24. So we're going to do $2.24 two times because I think most of the stuff that we bought, we paid like $2.24 for. Whenever we bought the Wii Fit game, and then with the board itself, we paid $2.24. So we're actually gonna net about $6 profit on that one item, which ain't really too bad. If we saw that locally, that's actually a pretty good deal. So yeah. Now we're gonna go through the rest of the stuff. We're gonna tell you guys value and everything, and how much this stuff is all worth. So we got a PS2 controller here. Sony analog controller. This might be like, could be a PS1 to be honest. I don't really know, but I think, oh no, DualShock 2. This is a PS2 controller. So okay, so in loose condition, in price trying value, this goes for about $17.34 supposedly, and we actually paid $3.99. But with discount, we paid $2.99. So not too bad on that. So far, we are looking at a profit of about $20 on just 2 items so far. So we're doing pretty well so far. On the profit side of things, we're doing pretty well. So let's continue on, shall we? We also got the Duke. I believe this is the Duke controller, or no, this might actually be the S controller. I think. It is missing the part to plug into the Xbox, but I think this might be the S controller. Yeah, this is the S controller, and in loose condition, it actually goes for $17.99. So that's actually a pretty good deal on that one. And then we actually paid $2.99 for this again because this was actually $3.99, but with members discount, we actually paid $2.99, so we got $1 off. So we're making about $35.89 in expected profit, boys and girls, so far. I'm not even joking. Let me show you guys. So this is the this is the S controller right here, and it goes for $17 value on price charting. $17.99 loose value on price charting. So we're doing pretty well so far in profit. We got about $35 in profit so far, and we're doing fairly well. So next game we got is Namco Museum DS. So we're gonna look that up next. There you go, Namco Museum for Nintendo DS. This is complete in box, so this goes for about $9.59. We actually paid $9.99 for this, but after member discounts, what is it? Minus the $7.49 that we paid for this thing. So we are actually in the profits of about $37.99, which ain't really too bad so far in profit, guys. So far, our total expected profit for this stop is about $37.99. Next game we got is Pokemon Y for the 3DS. So this has a value of about $28.95. We actually paid $29.99. So we actually went a little bit over the value of this thing, but I think it can actually probably sell for a bit more, hopefully on the whatnot. So we actually paid $29.99. This one probably wasn't really a pickup, but I bought it anyways because I thought maybe it might do really well and whatnot. I don't know. But now we're at $36.95 in expected profit and all this stuff, guys. So let's continue on, shall we? Next game we got is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze for the Nintendo Switch. So this is only case only. So we're gonna factor this in. So we're gonna Tropical Freeze. Now this is for the Nintendo Switch, and we're looking for just case only. So case only goes for $6.99. So we can add. This is really not a pickup. So we got $6.99 plus we got Mario Odyssey in here, loose. So we're gonna switch that up. Loose condition goes for $34.99. We actually paid $29.99 for this. So we are actually positive in this one by about a few dollars or so. So this is actually a pickup. That was actually a pretty good pickup, by the way. And now we're gonna go through some of the other ones here. We got 3 cartridge games here, which we're gonna go through. First one is Namco Museum for the 64. So in loose condition, Namco Museum goes for $10.74. We actually paid $14.99 for this. So this one was probably not really a good pickup. This one was actually a letdown on price. So this one was not really worth it. But I bought this hoping that Whatnot would do pretty well for this. So we'll see what it does on Whatnot next time we do have our N64 auction. We got Tarzan, Disney's Tarzan for the N64. And Tarzan for the N64 goes for $19.99. Again, $19.99. And we actually paid $14.99 for this. So we actually made a profit of about $5 in this, so not too bad in that one. That one was actually pretty decent with the discount, so that one I'm not going to argue with that one. Next one we got in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Game Gear. And there you go. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Game Gear goes for $4.12 in loose condition, so we can. And then after discounts on this one, we'll actually pay $4.49, so we actually lose money on this one. So this one is not a pickup either, but we're still positive about $50 in there, about almost $50, $49.32 so far to be exact in positivity, which can't really go wrong. So the rest of these we're gonna go kind of quickly. These are all just the common games. These are like more newer games. So we got Rock Band 2 or Rock Band for the Xbox. So this has a complete value of about $8.16. So we can add that to the mix. So we are now at $55.24 in expected profit. Next game we got is Rock Band 2 for the PS3. Rock Band 2 game only for the PS3 has a complete value of $7.47. We actually paid $2.99 for this. So we are at a profit of about $59.72. So we're not doing too bad so far, guys. We actually are almost positive about $100. So next game we got is Split Second for the Xbox 360. So this is Split/Second for the Xbox 360. And this game is also complete in the box. And in complete in the box condition, this game actually goes for $10.01. So basically we're getting all the prices from PriceCharting.com. So if you guys are new and kind of wondering about this stuff, we're going based off of price charting for all of this stuff. So that way you guys can figure out like how much we're actually making all this stuff. So $67.49 after fee. This is just our total expected value after cost of goods and everything, not minus fees and everything. So we still gotta factor in fees into this, but this is just what it's going for right now currently. If we were to sell them at the market value minus cost of goods. How much would we actually make, not including fees? So we still have to count it. We still gotta account for fees, but I mean, this is kind of approximately how much we're gonna get for all this stuff. So next game we got is Brunswick Pro Bowling. This game is complete. It goes for about $6.84 in complete condition, and we actually paid $2.24 again on this one because it is discount day today. So we got 25% off of everything we bought today, which 25% off is not really too bad. So we're right under that $100 mark, guys. We got a few more games left. Next one we got is Surfing H3O. Surfing game. So this time we're gonna do it differently. So we're gonna Surfing H3O, which this game is complete, goes for about $7.17. So not too bad on that one. And we actually paid $2.99 for this. So we're actually at $76.27 in expected value. So this one is Connected Ventures. I know. A lot of you guys are probably thinking, why are you gonna buy Connected Ventures? But look, it's brand new sealed. So, so anything sealed actually is worth trying to look up, and this game is no exception to the. So we're looking in brand new condition, and brand new conditions goes for $5.79. And then after fee, minus discount, we actually paid about $2.24 on this. So we're actually still positive. So we're at $79.82 in total profit so far. Of course, you know, as I mentioned, we still got our factoring fees for everything, but still doing pretty good. Next game we got is Dead Rising 2. So Dead Rising 2, I tried to go only for complete games today, which this game was complete. Goes for about $6.40 at $6.40 on Price Chime. And this game we actually paid $2.24 again. So anytime we see the $2.99, 25% of that is actually $2.24. So we are actually at $83.98. So if you guys are wondering what we're getting, like the after fee or after discount pricing, kind of is pretty simple. When it's $3.99, we're getting $1 off, so we're paying like $2.99. If it's like $2.99, we're getting like a few cents off, and it comes down to $2.24. So this one is MLB Power Pros. MLB Power Pros for the Wii in complete condition, which is just complete, goes for about $8.94. So we're looking at about $90 in expected of after value and all this stuff. Next game we got is WWE 2K14. Now there was another WWE game, but I didn't pick it up just because it wasn't worth as much. It was for the Wii. It was WWE 12, I think, or something like that, for the Wii. And it doesn't really hold that much value, so I left it on the shelf. We could have made some money, but I didn't really think it was worth it. So this is complete in the box. So complete in box. This one held a good amount of value at $15.42. Not too bad on that one. So we go, and we actually paid $2.99. So really good deal on that one. So we just broke the $100 mark, and we paid $150, guys. So keep that in mind when we're looking at the numbers. We paid $150 for all this stuff, and we're already at $100 in profit so far. We got $3.99 for this one. This is Crimson Skies for the OG Xbox. Crimson Skies in complete condition. This actually goes for $6.88, and we paid again $2.99. So we're doing pretty good so far, guys. We are at $107 in value so far, after cost of goods. So this game we got $3.99 on. This is Guitar Hero World Tour. Okay, guys, so next game we got is Guitar Hero World Tour. This is just for the PS3. This is just the game only, and in complete condition, which this is only disc only, goes for $6.90. So I can't really complain with that. $6.90. We can add that on to the total. And then we minus the cost of goods, which is $2.99. So we're actually looking at about $110.91 in value so far. Now we're down to the last home stretch of games. We got the last two games here. This one was actually for a personal, but I wanted to add this into the totals anyways, and then we got a DVD. So next game we got is last game we got is Crackdown 2. So we got Crackdown 2 for the Xbox 360 in complete condition, which is complete. This actually goes for about $6.45, and we actually paid $2.99 for this, so not too bad. So we actually are in the profits of about $114.37. So yeah, not too bad after all said and done. The last item we have here is a DVD. It's called Power Rangers SPD Wired Volume 3. So we're just gonna look we're just gonna check eBay real quick to see what this goes for. I'm gonna pull up the eBay site right now, and we're gonna see like what this item goes for. I bought this mainly for myself because I am a Power Ranger guy. I do love Power Rangers altogether, but so we're looking at this, and last time this thing sold was for $4.13 of free shipping. So we're not doing active value or anything. We're just gonna do based off of what it last sold for. So we can add $4.13. This isn't, we're not including fees or shipping costs into this, so we're just gonna go based off of what we paid for this. And then we paid $2.24 for this. So altogether we are looking at about $116.26 on value and all this stuff. My paid $150. We actually made that back and more with all the stuff that we got, guys. Let's go through all the games here. These 3 cartridge games here. This Switch game. This 3DS game. This DS game. We got this controller and that controller. We haven't tested the controllers yet, so we don't really know if these controllers actually work. So that's provided they work. That's the value that we're expecting for those. So we actually, hopefully everything will work and we'll be able to get as much money as we're expecting and all that stuff. And, yeah, it's pretty insane to see, Nintendo 64 cartridges at Savers, man. Like, you never see this stuff at Savers. So when I saw it, I had to pick it up. Just like one time I saw a GameCube game over there. Man, had to pick up GameCube. Whenever you see anything that you never see at the thrift stores, you have to pick them up no matter how expensive they are. Just because sometimes they are kind of a rare oddity, man. But yeah, this trip is actually a pretty good one. This Savers is kind of hit or miss. It's hit or miss between the 2 Savers, so they always switch off. So one Savers will do really well for gaming inventory. The other Savers will do really bad. Then it switches off. It's weird like that. It's weird. The 2 Savers on the island, which there is only 2. There's one in Waipahu, which is the one we saw in episode 1. And then this episode was episode 3, and this is the one in downtown Dillingham. If you guys want to go check this one out, go check it out. If you guys ever come to Hawaii, it's Dillingham. It's in the Dillingham Plaza on Dillingham Street. Same street as Hawaii Honolulu Community College, and same street as that one of the main strips in Kalihi. Yeah, you can easily find it. There's a Food Land in the vicinity area. Believe there's an Office Depot. There's an L&L, so it's pretty easy to spot. So you guys can find it. Go check it out. It's right across from the Kalihi Kai Elementary School. Pretty much right across there. Pretty much. So yeah, go check it out, man. They have some amazing inventory, guys. Go check out their stuff. I pretty much bought out most of the gaming inventory, though, all the good stuff, anyways. There was one game that I was gonna pick up, but it was only case only. But anyways, without further ado, guys, let's get into the breakdown of what we're going to be adding in for this challenge, guys, because we can't add all this inventory into a challenge. Unfortunately, I wish I could. I wish I could add all this stuff in, but I can't. So we're gonna add only a few titles into here, and the few titles we will. So the first one we are probably gonna do is this one, WWE 2K14, because this one has like a $15 value in this. So we're gonna add this in. So this is one game. This is about $2.99 value, so that's $3 right there. We have another um $8 to spend. $8 to spend. So let's continue on and let's see what else we can take out of this bunch. Yeah. I might do that split second game just because second because this one actually looked pretty good. So we're gonna add 224 to this, and then we're gonna minus well what the value of this thing is. So we're gonna go in is I think this might be a good wild card item to put in because I have no real idea what this game is gonna go for, but we're gonna see. We're going to do this game right here, Crimson Skies. So we got 523. We still have a little bit more room to add some stuff in. So we're gonna go Crimson Skies next. So we're gonna add 299 to that. After we add that on, we are left with 822. So we only have enough for about a little bit under $3. So we're gonna look for another $2 game, and we're gonna add that in for the final game of the challenge, for episode 3, guys. But without further ado, guys, let's go into kind of figuring out the math here on this. Now, as I mentioned, we only have enough for one more game to add in, and we're gonna look for another $2 game, and we're gonna do Dead Rising 2. So Dead Rising 2 will be the last game that we're gonna add in for this challenge, guys. So altogether, these items are what we're going to add into the challenge. We got 4 games to add into the challenge, along with whatever we had left in the other part of the challenge. So we are actually at 822. So we have about a little bit less than a dollar left in the funds, guys. I don't have the calculations on myself right now. I gotta look through my phone to get the calculations, but we have less than $1 left in the funds, guys, and we got a good amount of inventory to add in. So hopefully you guys will be willing to buy these games up in the next auction that we do. It's going to be this week Thursday. We're going to try to do another auction. We're going to do an Xbox auction to sell off all these games and whatever else Xbox stuff you want. For the auction, guys, we're going to try to sell all this stuff off to get as much profit as we can for episode number 4, guys. Because episode number 4, next episode, it's going to be crazy, guys. I'm not going to tell you where we're going to go. I'm not going to give you guys any spoilers. All I'm going to say is episode number 4 is going to have some insane inventory, guys. We're going to see some insane inventory. Maybe not in the best condition, but we'll see very insane inventory. But anyways, guys, yeah. I'm going to end off this episode by just telling you guys a quick little rant about something that happened. So basically, I was supposed to get this really good Wii lot coming to me, right? I was ready to go meet this guy to do a really good Wii lot today, right? He was messaging me back. I told him like, hey, could you come out to meet me because I don't drive and I just want to get your Wii lot. And you know what happens, guys? What happens is the guy wants me to meet him all the way in Mililani, which is like a few cities over from where I live, and it's not really convenient for me, especially on the bus. And especially if I want to get the items quick, I ask him, can you meet me in my neck of the woods? I'm not gonna say what my neck of the woods are because in case people do find out. But yeah, in my neck of the woods, and he wouldn't want to come to my neck of the woods. So what happens? I message him the next day and say, hey, would you be able to meet me in my neck? He doesn't respond to meet me in my neck of the woods. And I message him later on and say, hey, would you be down to meet me in my neck of the woods on probably like Thursday, I mean on Saturday or so. Saturday at like 8 o'clock, and he's like, he doesn't really respond. Then finally, or then next day he said, "Oh, sorry, it's pending or something." Like he had a like he was trying to message someone else to do a deal with someone else. But I guess the deal fell through, and he messaged me back, like like either this morning or last night, messaging me, "Oh, if you're still interested, we can meet tomorrow. What time and where?" And I was messaging him, and I actually told him, "Hey, can you come to my neck of the woods because like I got a lot of errands to do and I don't have time to be going all the way to Mill Line to go pick up this one item." Little did I know the person says, "Okay, yeah, can you meet me at Walmart in my neck of the woods?" And I say, "Yeah, sure, that's fine. Okay, I'll meet you at Walmart." And you know what happens, guys? You know what happens? The he asked me what time do I want to meet, and then what happened was when I was leaving to go catch the bus to go out to town, I was walking down the road and to walk to the bus stop because I'm not one that just likes to walk to the closest bus stop. I'm the type of person where I'd rather get the exercise. The bus is not coming anywhere soon, and I'm already ready to catch the bus. I'm gonna walk down the hill and try to walk to another bus stop and onto bus stop on the main road in my neck of the woods and try to catch the bus over there and hope that I can get a bus and stuff like that. But by the time I get to that area and I buy my drink from 7-Eleven, I realize that hey, when I'm just about to board the bus, I realize hey, I don't have my wallet. So that's why I told the guy, I say, that's when the guy was messaging me about what time to meet, and I say, hey, would you be able to meet like right now, like now? Because I told him like I realized I forgot my bus pass at home, so I can't head to town yet. So I'm still in my neck of the woods. Would you like to come to my neck of the woods right now, the Walmart in my neck of the woods right now, to go meet up and go do this deal? And so the guy doesn't respond, and later on when I'm getting ready to walk to the bus stop again, that's when the guy messaged me and say, like when I'm already on the bus or something, he messaged me and says, "Oh, sorry, I just saw your message. Sorry, I already have someone coming to pick up the item right now." And I was kind of pissed off. And I said, "Oh, that's okay," but in my head, I was thinking like, "The is going on? Like, what type of person are you?" To just kind of agree to meet me somewhere to sell the item, and then you go from out from under me and sell it to someone else. Like that's just kind of messed up. And the reason why is because the guy was coming to him. Now, I just hate that about people, guys. I just hate that. Let me premise it by saying I hate people on offer that want you to always go to them because they're not being considerate to people who don't drive. Because 9 times out of 10, I guarantee you this: most of the people who say they want you to come to them because they don't drive or they don't have a car. 9 times out of 10, if you're the seller and you're telling them that, 9 times out of 10, they're saying that because they don't want to leave the house. Gas prices are high. They do not want to leave the house to go make a sale when they can have someone come to their place and get the item and make the sale that way. For me, I do it because I'm legit. I don't drive. I don't drive. I don't have my driver's license. So there's no way of me driving out to meet people in places. So I try to meet in my neck of the woods. Any store close to my neck of the woods, or if it's a very very heavy item, I tell them to meet me at my house. So that way I don't have to leave my house and carry this big item on the bus in my neck of the woods. So you know what I mean. But that's just it, guys. So I'm just saying, it kind of really sucks, man. I was really pissed off about that. The guy was just being a douchebag, kind of leading me on. He was going to sell me the item, and then instead ends up selling it to someone else. If you're one of those type of people who do that on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp or anything like that, then yeah, you guys are just douchebags. I'm not even joking. You guys are just complete douchebags for doing that. I'm just so pissed off, man. It was a good lot too. Let me show you guys what was gonna come in the lot, or let me explain to you guys what was gonna be in the lot that I was looking to buy, and I was about to buy until the person ended up meeting someone else, right? So it was a Wii console with a whole bunch of games, right? Had Wii Sports Resort, Mario Kart Wii, Wii Fit, Some other games that had a perfect shot. Nikon Perfect Shot had the Wii Wheel, had a couple of Wiimotes, and some more games that we couldn't really see, and a Wii console in there. So all for $40, and the Wii console itself goes for about 30 something dollars, maybe around there. Let me go double check, but I was assuming it was the white Wii, and if it's the white Wii, which I'm assuming it was. Yeah, the white Wii system goes to about $35.99 on price charting. So that would have covered for the majority of the lot already, and then all it would have to do is sell off all the other games, and I would have easily made money. But the problem was the guy did not want to meet up with me in my neck of the woods. So that's why I gotta say, man, if you guys drive, please be courteous to people who don't drive and offer to deliver or meet up in places, because it just makes more sense, guys. You're gonna get a lot more customers that way. Cause look at this. Um, Offer doesn't give me an option to give this guy a bad review, but if I could, I would give him a really bad review, because honestly, this guy did very bad service, and all the other Wii consoles that people are selling are overpriced. So I'm not gonna be able to make money whatsoever on this stuff, because the Wii consoles are all overpriced for the rest of the stuff. I'm not even joking. The other Wii stuff is all overpriced. Like, look, someone's asking $200 for a pre-owned Wii, and that's kind of a little overpriced if you think about it. Like, granted, you get Mario Kart in there and Super Mario Bros. For the Wii, but that's nothing. That's not really a good deal. And you get the Luigi and Mario wheels, but still, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. So yeah, guys. So I haven't been able to find anything good like that ever again. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Um, don't be one of those guys that are just not gonna want to meet up in places, guys. Be open to meet up. Don't be telling people they have to come to your place because you want to save money on gas. Don't be that cheap ass that's just trying to save money on the gas by having people come to you. You gotta be willing to pay that gas to go meet people, or take that bus. Take the bus to meet people. If you don't want to pay for the gas, pay for the bus trip. Or if you don't want to pay for the gas of the bus trip, have your friend drive you. Ask your friend, hey, can you drive me to somewhere real quick? Drive me there and back. I'm gonna be doing a deal and we can go hang out afterwards. You know what I mean? But yeah, I guess that's it, guys. That's all for me ranting, guys. But I'll see you guys in the next video or next episode of the series, guys. When we get to episode 4, the very fun episode of the series, guys. So we'll see you guys in episode 4. Peace.